my friends, and welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a TBR of sorts, and I know, before anyone comes for me, I know I never stick to a TBR. I know, okay? But this isn't a monthly TBR. This is a summer TBR. These are books that scream summer to me. Either they take place in the summer or they have like summer vibes. I'll probably start reading these books and incorporating them into my, rotation once June hits. June through August, I feel like those are the prime times when I will read these books. And we all know I love a wintry thriller isolated setting, and it's still my favorite. I'll be honest, I don't tend to reach for summery themed books or summer, I don't know, like it's just not my thing. I don't really like it. Summer doesn't scare me quite as much as winter does, like in general, like the idea of the weather and stuff like that. So for me personally, I prefer my thrillers and horror to be set in winter because I find it more atmospheric and scary. I do have a few books that are very summery that I would like to read this summer. So yeah, this is a very loose, tentative TBR, obviously. I don't have like any concrete plans for these books, but I do want to include them in my rotation in the next few months and get them read. So yeah, I'm going to show you what those books are, talk a little bit about them, how I think I'm going to feel about them, that sort of thing. So yeah, let's get into the books that I am planning to read for the summer. So first up is actually a new release, and I just recently got this book, and I'm pretty excited about it. It is The Island by Adrian McKenty, think is how you pronounce their name. So this was actually sent to me by Hatchet Book Group Publishing, so I'm very thankful. I don't know too much about this book. I think it sounds really good. It is a thriller. I know this author wrote, what was it called? The Chain. Oh, hey, this says soon to be a Hulu original series. I didn't even read that at first. This author wrote The Chain, which I haven't gotten to read yet, but it is on my TBR, so I have high hopes for this one because I've heard good things about The Chain. So from what I know about this book, it's about a family that take a vacation to this island in Australia and things go horribly wrong. I don't know much more than that. Honestly, I don't really want to know much more than that. I'm very excited to go in blind with this one, and especially just because this will be my first time reading this author's work. I just want to kind of dip my toes in and see how it goes. So I'm really excited about this one. I think it sounds like a lot of fun, and I don't know, I'm really excited to give this one a read. Next up is a book that I've actually had sitting on my TBR for months. That's why I'm putting it on this list, and it is The Woods Are Always Watching by Stephanie Perkins. This is a YA horror. This author also wrote There's Someone Inside Your House, which I really enjoyed. It's a slasher horror, and I thought it was a lot of fun, so I'm excited to read this. It's about two friends who just graduated high school, and they decide to go on like a camping trip in the woods, and bad things are gonna happen. I don't know, that screams summer horror for me. Like, I hope it's like a slasher. I just can't tell by the plot description, and I haven't read any reviews. I don't want to know if it is a slasher or not, but I'm hoping it's like a slasher or like a person hiding in the woods trying to like come after them. I don't know. I haven't heard too much about this book. I think I've seen a review here and there, and I don't remember what people were saying about it. I think I could really like it, so I'm hoping that I do. It's also pretty short, so I feel like it'll be like a fast, easy read. And I really like Stephanie Perkins' writing, and I'm pretty sure this was on my 2021 anticipated releases list, so I never actually got to it, so that's pretty disappointing. I told you, it's been sitting on my shelves for a while. So yeah, I want to bump it up and hopefully read it in the next few months. Next up is a summer romance, and that is Beach Read by Emily Henry. I've heard mixed opinions on this one. I've heard some people say they like it way more than People We Meet on Vacation, which I happen to really like, by Emily Henry, and that was my first Emily Henry book. I really liked that one. I know a lot of people didn't, but I did. And I've heard some people say they liked this one way more, but then I've also heard some people say that they thought this was like boring and not that good. I don't know which category I'll fall into about this book, but I'm hoping I'll like it. I think it sounds like a lot of fun. The two main characters are writers. They write books and they're suffering from writer's block, and they're renting neighboring beach houses, and they write completely different books. Like, they don't write the same books. One does literary fiction, one does romance. I guess they're going to help each other get out of their writer's block and then fall in love, which I think sounds cute. I think it sounds like it could be fun. And it'll just be like a light-hearted, easy summer read. So I'm excited to pick this one up and give it a go. See how I feel about it. Okay, next up is Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins. I have heard very mixed opinions on this book. This will be my first Rachel Hawkins book. I did not read her other book, The Wife Upstairs. I thought it sounded good and I did want to pick it up, which I've heard a lot of people say that one's better than this one. I'll be honest, I don't think I'm gonna end up liking this one. I don't like to say that too early on before I read a book, but this one just doesn't, I don't know. I'm hoping it'll surprise me, but it doesn't really feel like something I'm gonna love. I'm hoping it'll surprise me, but it sounds very cliche to me. It's about these strangers who are on an island, they're going to party, and then they get stranded, and then someone ends up dead. That's just such a typical, like, summer island thriller setup for me that I just don't know how I'm going to feel about it. I've seen very mixed reviews. I've seen some people say they liked it, some people said they loved it, and some people hated it. So I really don't know how I'm going to feel about this one at all. I hope it surprises me, but I feel like this isn't going to be a favorite for me at all, which I'm nervous about. But it's summery. I've had it sitting on my shelf for a bit. I need to get it read. So it's going into the summer TBR. I hope I end up liking it. Next up is a book that I'm super excited about. I think I'm gonna really like this one. This one makes me very excited, and that is Kill River by Cameron Rubik. Look, I don't know if that's correct. I'm so sorry. This sounds right up my alley. It is a slasher. It's about these friends who sneak away from summer camp and end up stumbling upon this abandoned water park. And of course, in the water park is a masked killer, which I know it sounds very typical. It sounds very obvious for a slasher, but I'm in need of a good slasher. I need a good, fun, quick, just campy slasher. Okay, I just need it. This is gonna be 80s vibes. It sounds so much fun that it takes place in a water park. I just think that's gonna be so cool. So I have high hopes for this book. I really think it could become a new favorite. I think it could just, I think it's gonna be fun, okay? I really think it's gonna be fun. I know there's this one, Kill River 2 and Kill River 3, so if I enjoy this one, you best believe I will be buying the others, because why wouldn't I? That sounds like an obvious duh to me. So I really do think I'm going to love this. I really do. The next book is The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. So this is the last Riley Sager that I have to read on my list, except for the new one, The House Across the Lake, or whatever it's called, that's coming out in June, I believe. Obviously, I don't have that one yet. I will be getting it, obviously, because I don't know, I'm crazy. If I've already started the collection, I might as well continue on. But this is the last one I own that is currently out that I have to read. I have high hopes for this Riley Sager. I know it gets mixed reviews, but honestly all his books do, so I'm not really taking that into consideration. But I know This one sounds like it could be my favorite. I really do think this one could be my favorite Riley Sager. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people say they like it and it's their favorite, and then I've seen a lot of people say that it's their least favorite, so I'm not sure. But personally, I think this could be a favorite. So this is about a girl who went missing at a summer camp, and one of the girls who was friends with the girl that went missing is going to go back to the summer camp years later and start putting clues together about the disappearance and like what happened, you know, solving the mystery as one does in a thriller. I don't know, the summer camp thing, I don't know, it sounds like it could be for me. It sounds like it could be for me. I love a disappearance in a thriller. I think it could be really good. It has all the makings to be perfect for me. So I have high hopes for this one. I do think it could be my favorite Riley Sager. I really, truly do. I just really want to finish reading Riley Sager's work. I just want to have them all read, and I just know that now that the new one's coming out, that it's gonna mess me all up again, and I'm gonna have one to read. But hopefully when the new one comes out, I can read it right like after this one, you know, like get them done kind of thing, so I can have them all read and feel accomplished at something, you know. So I have high hopes. I really do. I think this could be my favorite. Next up and last on my summer TBR list is Ghost Summer Stories by Tananarive Due. I have been holding on to this book, I'm pretty sure, for months, just so I can read it in the summertime. Just so I can. That's the only reason I've been putting it off, is I just really want to read it in the summertime. I'm not one of those people that usually want to read certain books in the time that they're supposed to be set in. Like, I like to read fall books all year round, winter books all year round. It doesn't really bother me if they don't match up with the actual season that I'm in. I know some people really like to read books that match with the season they're in. I'm not one of those people. It doesn't really bother me, but for some reason this one just really makes me want to read it in the summertime. I love Tananarive Due's writing. After reading The Good House, I will read anything that she writes, and I'm very excited about this one. It is a collection of short stories, which I think will be a lot of fun, and I've been in the mood to read short stories lately. I think I said that in a video a while ago, but I'm just kind of in the mood, so I think this one will be perfect. It's gonna be summery, it's gonna be by Tananarive Due, it's gonna be short stories, perfection. I've heard good things about this one, just like I did The Good House, so I'm excited. I'm excited. I can't wait to read this one. So there you have it. There is my tentative summer TBR. Obviously, these aren't all the books that I'm going to read during the summer, but these are the ones that I'm trying to make like high priority for this summer. I really, really want these ones to be on the list. I just really want to get these ones read. Either they've been on my TBR for a while, or I just really want to finally read them, and I think it'll be fun to read them this summer. So yeah, I'm just really excited for these books. I'm hoping that I end up liking them all. I am nervous about some of them. That's just the name of the game. Sometimes you won't like every book you read, and you know, that's just what happens. But I have high hopes for most of these books, so I'm very excited. Please let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of them, what you think about them, if you hated them, if you love them, what you're planning to read for the summer. Are you like me? Do you not really care what season of books you read, or do you like to match them up? I would like to know. I don't know. That's just interesting to me. I like hearing about people's thoughts on that. And yeah, I think that's it. This was a pretty quick video, so if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. It lets me know that you enjoy these kinds of videos. That way I can keep providing you with them. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to my channel. We can become friends, talk about books, horror, thriller, romance, manga, spooky stuff, scary stuff, all that jazz. And I hope you're having a great day, night, morning, afternoon, wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!